Привет, мистер Голливуд. Сейчас я часок до турнира постримлю. Потом турнир отыграю, после турнира еще постримлю. Потом, может, сделать перерыв еще вечером, ночью, может быть, постримлю. Такие планы пока что. Блин, что-то прохожу DLC-шки, все такое длинное. Блин, стараюсь пройти поскорее, но тут что-то прям игра гигантская, конечно. И квесты тут достаточно длиннее, чем в Скайриме, в том же. Ну, там чисто зачистить данж и так далее. Тут много диалогов и прочего, катсцен. Надо все пройти. Там же немного осталось. Да я не знаю, сколько осталось. Я же не проходил первый раз игру. Ну, ты если проходил, тебе виднее, сколько. Мне еще до финала. Не знаю, такое ощущение, что игра гигантская. Ну, уже под 200 часов, наверное, выйдет прохождение, я думаю. Ну, на Skyrim 250 плюс ушло. Что надо 7 пройти новый. Да. Угу. Ну, надо сначала Kingdom Come пройти. Блин, надеюсь, до 20-го успею. Сейчас стримлю уже и по 10 плюс часов. Блин, уже 17-е. Тут еще по мере развития сюжета и квестов новые квесты появляются, сайдовые. Насыпает игра. Вот в Скайриме там было где-то, ну, за 600 квестов я выполнил. Ну, понятное дело, большинство из них это полный мусор. Нормальные сюжетные, гильдейские. Да и то, гильдия гражданской войны самая унылая. Там чисто зачистка, по сути. Вот я выполнил 115 квестов. Но они намного длиннее и намного проработаннее, чем в Скайриме. Даже кат-сцены тут есть у многих сайт-квестов. Сколько вот? 120, ну 129 часов почти наиграл уже. Фиг знает, сколько мне еще осталось. Мейн-квест у меня сейчас это Via Argentum. С Кристианом из Писика поговорить. Так, вот эта DLC-шка про кузню Мечта Мартина. Мне бы теперь с Ветером повидаться, я его в ратуше найду. Если я хочу продолжить делать Мартина, попробовать часы починить, мне надо сперва сердце часов добыть. Офигеть, пес какой наглый, заходит прям в дом. Он же не домашний. С ветером добыть. Так, Д. Сначала Д.
I apologize.
Greetings, sir.
I'm sorry.
Не так. Сравнивать Skyrim с ККД это что, все равно, что сравнивать Бэху с Ламборджини или там каким-нибудь Порше. Вот такая аналогия. Ну, потому что Skyrim тоже, ну, крутая игра, в свое время топовая игра. Конечно, она сильно уступает в нынешнее время Kingdom Come. Но все равно я считаю Skyrim достойная игра. Кстати, Skyrim топ-2 по продажам РПГшка после Ведьмака 3. Ведьмак 3 там 65 плюс миллионов разошелся, Skyrim 60 плюс. Ну, это показатель. Ну, с другой стороны, лучше, конечно, сравнивать не продажи, а прибыль от продажи. Потому что цены на игры у всех разные. Там одни там 1000 там, со скидками, допустим, за свою игру укажут, а другие там 10 тысяч, например. Сколько GTA 6? Сколько будет? 1008-10 стоить? Вот, как бы тут продали и тут продали. Но тут продали в 10 раз больше, как бы. А вот с Ведьмаком 3, если ККТ сравнивать, особенно второе, твои мысли, что лучше? Ну, понятное дело, они на одном уровне плюс-минус. Но все же.
Servus, guter Mann. What can I do for you?
I'd like to ask how things work here in the city.
Ja, was willst du?
Where can I find the bailiff?
Ist alles in Ordnung? If he is not in his room, then he must have some important work to take care of in the city. If you need to report a crime, you can tell me or the commander of the guard at the monastery gate.
Кстати, Голливуд, а ты не смотрел вот английская там озвучка и субтитры? Вот они, допустим, португальскую, испанскую, там, чешскую, немецкую речь переводят как-то на английский или нет? Мне просто интересно, это халтура глобальная или это только в российском переводе ничего кроме английского не переводят? Хоть бы, блядь, в скобках написали там на немецком то-то, то-то означает. И я считаю, так было бы правильно. Ну, вот тут очень много фраз немецких. Тут прям есть предложения немецкие, и ничего не понять.
Where can I find a respectable tavern?
Kommt drauf an. The Emperor Charles wine cellar has the best wine. But you, sir, might be interested in the Inn zum Eisenadler in the Blattnerska district.
Переводит, и у всех такая халтура. Стоп. Так на английский переводит и другую речь полностью? Или не переводит? По идее, должны все переводить, хотя бы там сноски писать там на немецком, сказал то-то, то-то.
I'd like to find some work in town.
Then ask around in the taverns. The local innkeepers know best what's happening around town.
And what about here with you?
Nein, das geht nicht. We don't need anyone here in the Rathaus right now. We also have enough men in the city guard, and don't need any wolf pelts or meadow flowers either.
Блин, модельку Крейзеля уже раз 30 за игру встречал. Ну, у Ведьмака 3 тоже есть с этим проблемы, но пореже. Ну, блин, если там есть проблемы, там бюджета больше даже. Тем более по тем временам, с учетом инфляции. Тут вроде 40 миллионов плюс бюджет игры. Ну, наверное, можно считать AAA. 40 миллионов немало, но и немного, конечно. Но и немало. Наверное, это минимальная планка под AAA. Подпадает, я думаю. Хз. Субъективно это все.
What's the best way to find one's way around here? I've never been in such a big city.
Ich verstehe. Kuttenberg is the second city of the kingdom after Prague. But it isn't difficult to find your way around here. The city is divided into individual districts by the larger streets and into its upper and lower parts by the walls. Die dreckigen Werkstätten are mainly below on Hopbrink. All smithies, foundries, and above them a lot of smoke. Gleich daneben there are die alten Minenschächte, the mining shafts. Though entering them is forbidden.
Interesting.
At the Rathaus, you will find the grain market, butchers' shops, and our richest Platnerska and Kupetska districts. The poorer people, hingegen, live in the Cheska and Havishska district by the northern walls.
And that's all?
Oh, ich sage es nur ungern. But if I were you, I'd avoid the horse market and the Hradec district. These are the nests of vice und Verbrechen. Streets full of thieves and swindlers.
Да, конечно, как и D2 вообще топич. Я не знаю, вот как КД с Ведьмаком, не знаю, наверное, равны. И то при условии, что мне, наверное, фэнтези чуть больше нравится, поэтому Ведьмака я ставлю наравне. Если бы Средневековье без фэнтези мне бы нравилось больше, я бы наоборот поставил, наверное. Ну, короче, да все это в рамках верха, там, S-тир. S вроде считается максимальным, когда там оценивают что-то. Так, у меня же РДР с первой начинать, да? Первый тоже хорошо.
I heard King Sigismund is in the city. Where's he staying?
Jedenfalls nicht hier. The monks of Sedlec offered him ihre Gastfreundschaft of their monastery, and so he lives with them. Personally, I think it's better this way. The wolf eats, yet the goat gets to live.
And does he go among the people? Can I see the king somewhere?
Nein, kannst du nicht. King Sigismund now hardly leaves the monastery and receives all his legations there.
Хорошо. Спасибо.
I heard you've got some curious heirloom from your father.
Ah, yes. The ancient mysterious device. Heaven knows what it's for, but it's surely a rare thing. Why are you asking about it?
I'd be interested in it.
I can't just sell it. It was my father's.
Кстати, по RDR 2 ты слышал последний год там что-то слухи, что типа возможно ремастер или переиздание под новые консоли, что-то такое, ну и под ПК, наверное, тоже. Короче, типа апдейт, как на GTA 5 был, вот Enhanced Edition. Вот, возможно, такой же на RDR 2. По слухам, будет, не будет, хз. Но по слухам, типа, будет, а там хз как.
Sorry to disappoint you, but that mechanism's not what your father thought it was.
And what do you think it is, then?
It didn't occur to you that thing might be the devil's work?
Sorry?
From what I've heard, the new Archbishop of Prague, Hare, is obsessed with machines like that. He's searching the whole land for them.
How would you know that?
They're already talking about it in Prague. That there's one in Kuttenberg. I'd say someone from the Archbishopric will be calling on you soon. They'll be asking questions. And maybe even the Holy Inquisition will get involved.
But that's... surely not.
Well, in that case, best get rid of the machine while you still can. I'll gladly take it off your hands, provided your price is fair.
Well, right. Fine. I don't want anything to do with the Inquisition.
Эх, нифига себе. Даже с уговорами. 3500.
Well, that's still a lot.
Schlag ein oder lass es. I can't...
Ладно, бери.
I'll pay you for it.
The machine's yours. I'll go and get it.
Я мог бы вообще выкрасть, но я не хочу. Не впадло.
Wiedersehen, Mann.
Денег в этой игре уже много, я уже топ-доспехи скупил. Может, еще что скуплю. Так. В кузницу поговорить с Мухой.
Eastman.
I managed to get the heart of the clock from Vetter.
That's great news. But if you really want to fix the astronomical clock, you're in for a long ride. This is just the beginning. Feel free to ask if you need any advice.
Take care.
Jesus Christ be praised. It was good to see you, my friend.
I ought to put the heart of the clock on display somewhere. That table by the wall should show it off nicely. That's that then. Now I need to ask Magdalena about the next stage of the plans.
God be with you.
Good day to you.
How's
Nothing sold.
Magdalena?
I'm glad you brought Stander here. Looks like the poor lad went through a lot down in those mines.
Maybe, but
He's finally doing what he should. You're truly a man in the right place, Henry. That's plain to me.
thank you.
What did you need from me? Oh, right. You were going to remind me of something, weren't you?
I wanted to ask if you'd have a look through Skoda's belongings. See if you can find anything more about that clock. Sketches, drawings, calculations.
All right, I'll take a look. It'll take a while, though. Skoda was always scribbling notes and never threw anything away. But look, if you're really serious about repairing that clock, you ought to let the town hall know. Go and see Bailiff Plumel and tell him what you're planning. He might have heard of our forge by now and give you a hearing.
Так. По мейн-квесту, что ли, чутка продвинуться? Не знаю. Наверное, да. Это все эти DLC-шки. Надо и о мейн-квесте не забывать. А еще, по-моему, в ККД нельзя продолжать после финальных титров. Или можно, я не знаю. Не помню. Но в первый, по-моему, нельзя. Не знаю, как во второй. То есть все остальное надо выполнить, ну, желательно до финала. О, верховая 29.
Whoa. You're a Christian of Pisek?
I am? What do you need?
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me about Via Argentum.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzling. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed. I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
Понятно. Магнитная клавиатура, да? Да нет. Она вроде не для киберспорта, а для вот этих вот ОСУ, вот это вот что-то там играть на клавиатуре там. Это не киберспорт, но что-то там около. Вот я слышал, там магнитные роли. Ну, если хочешь, попробуй, потом скажешь, как тебе понравилось или нет.
So is Vavak really stealing the silver?
For God's sake, not so loud! What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Listen up.
Так, я уже репу потерял. Блин, ну хотя можно было пофиг, но... Надо деликатнее.
You're a Christian of Pisek?
I am? What do you need?
Kunzlin
I see, but I'm afraid I haven't made just...
Кстати, а у меня уже что-то клавиатура вроде как начинает эти клавиши залипать, там что-то это, не прожиматься. Короче, надо чистить, походу. Я не помню, когда я примерно год назад ее брал или около того. Вот. А ты примерно чистишь клаву раз в сколько месяцев? Я еще чехлом накрываю ее, когда ухожу с компа.
Have you found out anything at all?
Just rumors. And those are useless. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Listen up, Henry. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very dangerous game. If Sir Kunzling trusts you, you could help me in my investigation.
Well, that's actually why I'm here.
Excellent. Excellent. You don't happen to come from a family of miners or smelters, do you?
My father was a blacksmith.
It's a fine craft. But it won't teach you much about silver mining and processing. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, follow me, please. We need to talk somewhere in private. Patience. We'll be there soon.
Да зачем ты дверь закрываешь? Мне работу создаешь только. Ясно.
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mint. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corves they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Footmen Frenzy was beaming and bragging to me about how much it held. Mined out.
Couldn't I just ask Fett?
Fett's job is to count the corves and write the amount down in the mine book. He won't tell you any other number. We're interested in what the miners themselves have to say. They've no reason to hide anything. Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very forthcoming at first, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like calling each other Sonny, however old they are. But you'll hear for yourself. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining, or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a mine. Or just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
I reckon I could pose as a curious scholar.
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story so you don't arouse suspicion. But to the point, each day 3 shifts work in the shaft. Each has its foreman, or gaffer, as they say. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul, and the third by Samko. You'll have to ask each one of them how many corves they mined. Samko's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the mine. Take this, so the guards will let you in. It's a letter of safe conduct bearing my seal, allowing you free movement within the mine.
And what are you going to do?
I'll return to the estate to do my job. What else? I reckon they must be wondering where I am by now. Once you find out how many corves the 3 shifts mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla, return to me. We'll compare that number to the entry in the mine book. And don't forget, Don't draw attention.
Who owns the silver that's mined here?
All the silver in the Kingdom of Bohemia belongs to the king, whether it's above ground or still below it. Though I'm sure you understand, the king has a lot on his mind, and he can't be expected to worry about mining, so he leases out the mining rights to his tenants. It's called the Burgergeld. There's a lot of money in it. The tenants have to pay the king, and the king also receives a share of the pure silver from the smelting works. That's the royal tithe.
What is this path of silver, anyway?
It's the whole process, from digging the silver ore out of the ground and processing it, to minting silver coins. Silver is found in ore veins underground. The pitmen mine it and get it to the surface. The chief foreman of a gallery counts the corves, and the assayer estimates the purchase price of the ore for the smelter. The raw ore goes to the smelter, where it's crushed in a stamp mill before it can be purified by roasting. Roasted ore goes to the furnaces, where it's smelted into raw and then pure silver. Silver is then cast into rods about as thick as your little finger.
Can any silver get lost?
It can. And unfortunately, it does happen. It may be a capital offence, but even that won't deter everyone. Most often, a pitman tries to smuggle pieces of ore under his clothes. It doesn't end well. Nevertheless, the entire path of the silver, from the ore beneath the ground to minted coins, is closely guarded. Every step is recorded in the books, so if someone is stealing large quantities, they must have it pretty damn well figured out.
Who checks the royal share?
The royal mint master and his subordinates are responsible for collecting the royal share. That also means me and the shaft foreman. That is why every step of the path of silver is monitored and recorded, starting with how much ore is mined. The smelting works owners don't have to be monitored as closely, since they buy the ore from us. It's in their best interest to get the highest possible yield after deducting the royal share.
Who makes money from all this?
The thing is, everyone does. Pitmen get paid for mining in the shaft. Mine operators get paid for raw ore. The smelters then smelt everything, sell the pure silver, and deduct the raw tithe. The silver rubs off on the hands of anyone who even touches it. But there's still enough left over for the king.
Who owns the mines?
The king grants mining rights to his loyal subjects. And these leaseholders can rent out their privileges to other people. All sorts of people operate mines in Kuttenberg. Nobility, rich burghers, even the monastery. In fact, anyone with enough money to pay for new shafts to be dug can share in the proceeds.
Who's responsible for the mines?
The mines and the mint are supervised directly by the royal mint master, Ulrich Vervark von Neuhaus. As the steward, I'm his direct subordinate. I oversee that everything runs smoothly on his behalf. Then come the chief foreman, then the other foreman, and finally the ordinary pitmen in the shafts. But I don't come in contact with them very often. We follow the path of silver until the moment an ore merchant buys the ore from us and takes it to a smelter.
How much do the mines pay to the king?
That depends on whether it's a royal mine or a mine in the hands of a mining guild, meaning the leaseholders.
I thought all mines were owned by the king.
That's right. But it's much more profitable for the king to grant mining rights to rich mine operators. They bear the cost of mining themselves and pay him a share. The king receives 1/3 of the profits from his own mines, but only 1/5 from the leaseholders. That's how he gets what's his from all the mining.
What about the other 2/3 of the profits from the king's mines?
Those go towards the costs, of course, for operations, wages, and shaft security.
Who's responsible for the smelting works?
They have their own owners. They buy ore from us and smelt it into pure silver. Then they deduct the royal tithe and they can sell the rest. And not just silver. Processing the ore yields a variety of other materials that can be sold just as well.
What happens in the smelting works?
Each smelting shop has a stamp mill, a roasting pit, and a smelting furnace. The stamp mill is used to crush the ore into smaller pieces to make it easier to process. After that, the crushed ore is roasted in a roasting pit to remove most of the impurities. Finally, everything is smelted in a furnace to separate the pure silver from the slag.
So it's processed similarly to steel for smithing?
Yes, but in steelmaking, you don't have to weigh and record every step thrice.
How are groschen made from the silver?
The royal share from the smelting works goes to the mint in the Italian court. There, the coiners hammer it out into silver sheets for cutting the coin blanks. Then, in the Italian court's preghouse, our minters cut out and punch new groschen.
How many mints are there in total?
Only the main one is left, the one in the Italian court. There used to be more of them throughout the kingdom, but King Wenceslas II united them all. It was he who contributed the most to the rise of the Prague groschen and the wealth of this region. And of course, his own wealth too.
By the way, I've had the honour of meeting your brother, Peter.
Well, well. Small world.
He was a great help to us at Sukhdol.
Even though we had some disagreements, I respect him for everything he succeeded in doing. If it weren't for him, I'd never have been able to do what I do.
Так, войти в штольню. Франника, Павла, Самка. Ладно, поехали. Виа Аргентум.
My respect. Excuse me? I'm sorry.
Не люблю я это. Эти шахты, лабиринты, блин. Еще и карта не показывает, где я, какие проходы тут. Ну, такое. Блять, он еще наверху. Ладно, вроде норм. Одного нашел.
Are you Foreman Paul?
Hey! You walk like a ghost, kidder. You gave me a bit of a fright there. Hold on. I don't know ye. Who are you? And what are you doing so deep in the pit?
My name's Henry. Sir Christian sent me. I'm a student at the university in Prague, and I'm writing a thesis on the life and lot of miners. Are you praying? Why?
The day before the feast of St. Petronilla, a kidder was hawking here. Young jaybird, a young'un, still wet behind the ears. We dinged the berg, set it ablaze, all good. He took a mell, battered the fault, and the props spangued out. It all came crashing down on him. Done him right in, it did.
That's awful. I'm sorry about your friend.
He weren't just me marrow. He were my blood. I raised him from a nipper since my sister died. He kept begging me to take him on a shift, saying he was strong as a horse. Wouldn't have taken her like. And now, I can't forgive myself.
Come on, it wasn't your fault. Accidents happen. It's God's will.
I suppose you're right. Will you pray with me for his soul one last time?
Aye. I'll pray with you.
You're a canny lad. Repeat after me. Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper,
Almighty
tin,
and merciful
iron,
God,
and
our
all ores
Father,
and metals.
you are the giver
I
of
ask that you
gold,
bless my brother
silver,
who has died in this
bronze,
mine.
copper,
And may your
tin,
holy angels save
iron,
his soul from
and all
damnation.
ores and
Bring his
metals.
soul to
I ask that
eternal
you bless
glory
my
through our
brother
Lord,
who has
our
died in his
Saviour and
mind.
Redeemer,
And
Jesus
may your
Christ.
holy angels save his soul from
The angel of the
damnation.
Lord declared
Bring his
unto
soul
Mary
to eternal
that she
glory
conceived the Holy
through our
Spirit.
Lord,
Hail
our
Mary.
Saviour and Redeemer,
Mary said,
Jesus
Behold,
Christ.
I am the handmaid
Amen.
of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us. Hail Mary. Pray for us, our Holy Mother of God.
So, are you going to answer me now?
Aye. Thanks for praying with me. Ask about out.
What is the work of a miner about?
What it's about? It's about hewing the face and hauling the ore to the bank in coves. Over and over again. Proper graft, that. Can be real dodgy, mind. Might even do you in.
Are deaths in the mine common?
Aye. But every death in the shaft is a waste. Whether it's in a crumple or black damp. Unfortunately, we still bury a yakker or two a month, you know. That's life like.
How is the ore mined?
First, we have to survey the shaft and find ore. Then the place gets scored and set ablaze. We set up timber around. The hewers take their tools and start dinging rock and hewing ore. Nothing to it.
How much do you make doing this?
Depends on how much we hawk. How hard the rock is, how much ore's in it. It's not really worth it though. Half a grosh and a corf isn't much of a fight.
So how many corves did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
That weren't a good day. Nobody was in the mood for ganning on after what happened to Jaybird. But even so, we managed to hawk 30 corves.
That's all I need to know.
Я сейчас опять там потеряюсь в этой шахте. И все. Тупые проходы. Лестница. Тут тупик. Так, ну полезу на лестницу. Как бы не на выход. А по-моему это выход, да? А, нет, это второй этаж. Фиг знает. Ой. Блин, хорошо, хоть мини-карта есть. Хоть ориентир, блин. Ну, все равно не идеально, но хоть что-то. А, эти на поверхности, кажется. Нормально.
Foreman Frank?
What you looking for, Sonny? Can't you see we're hewing?
Sir Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm a student at the university in Prague. Henry. I'm writing a treatise on silver mining.
I didn't know you scribblers were interested in us ordinary yakkers, but you can't just amble around. You'll cap your creels.
I just have a few questions.
The more we gab, the less we gar. But make it snappy, man. What you want to know, like?
What is the work of a miner really about?
What's it about? Bugger all, kidder. No great shakes. We gans through the roads, Bella. Hewing off from rock in the dark and breathing in the stithe.
How exactly do you mine ore?
Bloody hell. Have you never seen a yakker graft, kidder? You take a kevel and ding away at the rock till it crumbles. And if you keep ganning at it for a couple of years and don't croak from the stithe, then you'll keel over from exhaustion. or get scrushed by the ceiling of the road you're hewing.
How do you get the ore outside?
Same way it's hewed, in the dark and in coves. On top of that, you spend a lot of the bloody time on all fours. Once you get out by with the corf, you get a tally, and you can get back in by.
How much do you get for your work?
I'll tell you, man. Them deputies up at bank make a howfing pile of chink. But us buggers, the ones doing all the graft, we earn a pittance.
Can you give me a more specific number?
Sometimes, not even half a grosh in a corf. That's near way to make a living, man.
I wonder, how much do you mine in a day?
That depends on how much ore you howk out of this or that face. It varies.
How much did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Listen, kidder. Aren't you a bit too curious? Why do you need to know that for? Them numbers won't be useful to nobody.
Spill it, or I'll kick your ass. I want to know how many corves you mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla. I won't ask again.
I'll read easy, Mara. We're not going to scrap in the mound, are we? I'll tell you, it was a good gar on the Feast of St. Petronilla. Our yakkers hewed 36 corves.
Thanks.
Nah, thank ye. Now leave us to hew, Mara. We've got a lot of graft ahead of us. Farewell, sir.
Ладно, я не переигрывать.
Are you Foreman Samco?
Aye, I am. Who's asking?
My name is Henry. Steward Christian sent me to you. I'm a student from Prague, and I'm writing a treatise on miners and mine operations.
Why should I care? Didn't you see we're off graft?
Sir Christian told me to ask about anything that interests me, and that you'll tell me.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so tired. I haven't even got the strength for gabbing. I wouldn't mind having a game of dice, but minus rules. Then I'll tell you everything. What'd you say?
You should obey Sir Christian and just tell me what I want to know. You don't want him coming to you when you're off work to tell you off.
That I don't, kidder. Ask away, then.
What is the work of a miner about?
Aye, that's a good question, Mara. Mostly about oaking. Any yakker'll tell you that. But proper rest is even more important than graft. You're as weak as a midgie without it.
So how do you rest?
Depends. Some have a kip. Some a swally. Some go whoring. As for me, I play dice.
How do you mine ore?
Either we're on hard rock, and then no one's hewing shit. Or we're hewing something soft, and then it goes grand. Only then there's not much silver in the ore, and you've got to smelt the shit out of it.
How much do you make doing this?
Don't even get me started. The chink's bad, and it's getting worse. Half a grosh and a cough is no.
How many corves did you mine on, say, the Feast of St. Petronilla?
I can tell you exactly. All the yakkers were working, and we were getting along nicely. We managed to howk 34 corves without skimping on hame time. First time in ages, that was.
That's all I need to know.
Gepriesen sei der Herr. What do you need?
You're the local ore merchant.
Na ja, I buy ore. And who are you?
My name is Henry, and I'm here by Sir Christian's permission. I study at the university in Prague, and I'm writing a thesis on silver mining.
Wirklich? Interesting. In any case, you are in the right place. The Horschan shafts are some of the most profitable in all of Kuttenberg. I am Hermann. If you have any Fragen, I am happy to answer them.
As an ore merchant, what do you do?
My job is to buy ore from the mines and resell it to the smelting works. Every day I count the amount of the ore mined and test its quality. That is why we are also called assayers. Depending on the quality, I then estimate the price at which I can sell the ore.
Do you buy silver together with the stone?
I do. You can only get pure silver from the stone in the smelting works. That is why it is important to know how much of it is in the ore.
How do you estimate the price?
It takes skill and experience. I go through a few curves, get some samples, and bring them down here to assay them. Then I estimate the ratio of silver to the waste and set the price according to the average.
And the price is always the same?
Nein. The price of the curves is determined by the highest bidder. The smelter that can pay the most gets it. The important thing is to keep an eye on costs, so we do not end up paying more for the ore than we get for the pure silver.
How many corves do you buy a day?
It varies. It depends on the rock that is being hewed. When you hew into hard rock, the yield is smaller than from soft rock, which crumbles with little effort, but there's little silver in it.
How many corves did you buy lately? For example, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Sancta Petronilla? Weiß nicht. Entschuldigung. I do not remember. You can ask Christian, though. It is all in the books.
Christian?
I'm trying to sleep. Come back in the morning.
My respects.
I already know how many corves the crews extracted on the Feast of St. Petronilla. It was 100 altogether.
I see. Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book. How many do you think it says there?
I'd guess it's less.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corves extracted. That means 10 corves of ore disappear each day. But nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported corves must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore. That means...
What does it mean?
that this is fraud of colossal proportions, and that Footmen Frenzy and Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
What about Vavak?
I still think the trail will lead us to him, but we know too little so far. You need to talk to Fett and Herman first. Being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime, so it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.
We need to talk, Herman.
Was ist denn los?
Sir Christian sent me. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Discrepancies?
How do you explain that the miner has extracted 100 cores of ore on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the book only says 90?
If it says 90, there must have been 90. The book does not lie.
Or someone is writing down false numbers and hiding 10 cores.
I do not write anything in the book myself. Foreman Fett counts the corves here. Go and talk to him instead.
Don't tell me you don't count them too. You wouldn't pay for more corves than there really were.
Do you have any idea how much ore passes through my hands? How am I supposed to remember how many there were ausgerechnet on the Fest of St. Petronilla? Besides, miners can lie, and say they extracted more than they did. They like to show off.
All 3 crews agreed to report more. I seriously doubt that. Look, you don't have to be afraid to tell the truth. Me and Sir Christian agreed to settle the matter quietly. We're not going to punish anyone.
I am innocent. It was Fett's idea. He came to me saying we were going to deliver more corves to the smelters than we would report, and I would get paid for it. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. Then I got some geld from Fett on the side. On the feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corves is 10 corves after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all. I am sure they are in on it too.
How long has this been going on?
Several months. Maybe half a year. About since Sigismund arrived.
Is Ulrich Vavak behind this?
The Mint Master? I have no idea. I am a mere assayer. I have never even met Vavak.
Sir Christian and I agreed to investigate the matter in secret, so just act like nothing's going on. Keep doing what you're doing. We don't want to scare off the people who are actually responsible. Understand?
Yeah, I understand. I will be as silent as the grave.
I apologize.
A word, Foreman.
Who are you, and what do you want?
I'm Henry, but that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. I need to discuss a delicate matter with you.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shat all over the outhouse in the yard again.
I'm afraid it's a little worse than that. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his books, and his responsibility too.
But you're the one counting the corves of ore.
Your point being?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100 corves on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the mine book says 90.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? They're blockheads, and they like to show off. I'm sure they just exaggerated. Anyway, what's it to you? Did the steward send you to snoop around? Don't you know? I work for Vavek, the mint master himself. I'm under his protection.
Aye, there's no point in denying it. Herman told me everything.
Bloody snitch.
He had no choice. If you tell me everything you know right now, you'll go unpunished. I can guarantee that in Sir Christian's name.
Keva, you're all I need. As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works in Grund, came to me. He said someone wanted to talk to me. One of them. So I met this fella in the tavern in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cut the books like. He told me the trick was not to report some of the extracted ore, and transport it secretly to the smelters along with the rest. He made it very clear if I didn't play along, I could have an accident. There was nothing I could do.
Who was that fella from the smelter who came to you?
He never told me his name, even when I asked. He's a tall bloke, stocky, pockmarked. I don't scare easy, but this bloke was terrifying.
How long has this been going on?
For some time now, definitely. I heard even former head gaffer Kircher was in on it too.
Where can I find him?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. He fell down a shaft. They say he was drunk, but I don't think it was an accident.
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miners for what they actually extracted.
I get the extra chink from the smelting works. It's enough for the Yakkers and for Herman.
Do you think the Mint Master, Ulrich Vavak, is behind this?
I don't know. I've got naught bad to say about Vavak. He treats me canny whenever he shows up. He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me. He really said that. The Mint Master himself.
All right. Just carry on as if nothing's happened. No one must find out we know about the fraud. Christian won't give you any trouble, nor will anyone else. Is that clear?
Clear as a bell, Mara. I'll be silent as the grave.
Weather.
Так, сейчас турик будет. Ой, честь. Так, блин, московский хост так и не работает, что ли?
Чего? Опять за работу? Угу. Да? Да, ваш свет. Да? Опять за работу? Чего? Да, ваш свет. Да, ваш, хорошо. Слушаюсь, милорд, да? Чего? Ну я пошел. Опять за работу? Опять за работу? Да? Чего? Я готов. Да, ваш свет. Слушаюсь, милорд. Чего? Да? Хорошо. Да, ваш свет. Ну я пошел. Опять за работу. Ну я пошел. Да? Слушаюсь, чего? Милорд. Опять за работу. Да, я ваш готов. Хорошо. Чего? Угу. Да? Хорошо. Опять за работу. Слушаюсь, милорд. Да, ваш свет. Да, ваш свет. Опять за работу. Я готов. Угу. Дел сделано. Дел сделано. Чего? Чего? Да? Да, ваш свет. Опять за работу. Опять за работу. Я готов. Чего? Дел сделано. Да? Да, ваш свет. Чего? Да? Да, ваш свет. Опять за работу. Нужно больше чего? Да? Опять за работу. Дел сделано. Да, ваш свет.
Недостаточно золота. Да? Жду приказа.
Да,
приказывайте. Так точно.
Чего? Опять за работу.
Да, ваше высочество.
Чего? Да? Да, ваш свет.
Да, ваша слава.
Опять за работу.
Жду указаний.
Да? Ну я пошел.
Да, ваше высочество.
Что приказа?
Есть дела поважнее.
Чего?
Ладно. Что на этот раз?
Я готов. Опять за работу.
Говори быстрее. Требуется моя помощь?
Дел сделано.
Проставит сюда. Что на этот раз? Жду приказа.
Да? Да?
Говори быстрее.
Чего?
Приказывайте.
Да, ваш свет.
Требуется моя помощь? Да. Превосходно. Одно ваше слово.
Да, ваш
Жду приказа. Что на ваше высочество?
Чего?
Говори быстрее.
Опять за работу.
Что на этот раз?
Слушаюсь, опять за работу.
Да. Требуется моя помощь? Жду не дождусь. До указаний. Говори быстрее. Недостаточно ваше слово. Требуется моя помощь. Жду приказа. Приказывайте. Что на это? Да, ваше высочество. Да. В бой. По славу магии. Требуется моя помощь. Приказывайте. Говори быстрее. Превосходно. Одно ваше слово.
Что на этот раз?
До указаний.
Чего?
Наши войска
Да?
Да, ваше высочество. Будет исполнен.
Требуется моя помощь? Ладно. Жду не дождусь.
Инфурис старец седа. Да, ваше высочество.
Говори быстрее. Да. Как скажешь.
Да, ваш свет. Чего?
Требуется моя
Да,
помощь?
ваш свет.
Что на этот раз? Ладно. Да. Говори быстрее.
Да? Здесь нельзя взрывать
На
город.
этот раз.
Чего?
Да. Как скажешь.
Одно ваше
Требуется
слово.
моя помощь?
Да?
Говори быстрее.
До указаний.
Дело сделано.
Говори быстрее. Да. Требуется моя помощь?
Одно ваше слово.
Что на этот раз?
Оставу магии.
Дело сделано.
Превосходно. Жду не дождусь.
Дело сделано.
Что на этот раз? Как скажешь.
Дело сделано.
Ладно.
Указаний. Да, ваше высочество.
Да.
Приказывайте.
Говори быстрее. Жду не дождусь.
В атаку!
Требуется
Дело
моя
сделано.
помощь? Превосходно. Ладно. Жду не дождусь. Требуется моя
Да,
помощь?
ваше высочество.
Наши войска атакованы. Что на этот раз?
Куда стрелять?
Опять за работу.
Как скажешь. Жду не дождусь. Превосходно. Говори быстрее.
До указаний.
Требуется моя помощь?
Одно ваше слово.
Улучшение завершено.
Да.
Наши войска атакованы.
Улучшение
Говори
завершено.
быстрее. Ладно.
Приказывайте.
Что на этот раз?
Дай мне цель.
Что на этот раз? Как скажешь. Говори быстрее. Да. Превосходно. Требуется моя помощь?
Да, ваш свет. Слушаюсь, милорд.
Говори быстрее. Ладно.
Недостаточно золота.
Да, ваш.
Что на этот раз? Как скажешь. Да. Требуется моя помощь?
Приказывайте.
Говори быстрее.
До указаний.
Требуется моя
Да, ваше
помощь?
высочество. Ой, что прикажешь? Дай мне цель.
Что на этот раз?
Куда стрелять?
Говори быстрее.
Одно ваше слово. Бой. Да, ваше высочество.
Исследование завершено.
Что на этот раз?
Кто тут хочет
Жду не
подраться?
дождусь. Да.
Дело сделано.
Требуется моя помощь?
Да.
Говори быстрее.
Опять за работу. Ну я пошел.
Требуется моя помощь?
Чем бы заняться? До указаний.
Опять за
Кто
работу.
еще не видел меня в
Да.
бою? К бою готов? Да.
Что на этот раз?
Кто еще не
Чего?
видел меня в бою?
Ну вот, да, ваш
Говори
свет.
быстрее.
Чем бы заняться? Приказывайте.
Требуется моя помощь?
Опять за работу. Прощай.
Что на этот раз? Как скажешь. Превосходно. Жду не дождусь.
Чем
Ладно.
бы заняться?
Чего?
Да.
Да.
Что на
Кто
это?
еще не видел меня в бою?
Опять за работу. Да?
Во славу магии!
Мне
Жду не
подвластна
дождусь.
магия.
Требуется моя помощь?
Тебе
Исследование
нужна
завершено.
моя помощь?
Да, ваш свет.
Чего попросишь?
Говори
В чем
быстрее.
проблема? Не
Недостаточно
так
золота.
быстро.
Требуется
Чем я
моя
могу
помощь?
помочь?
Говори быстрее.
Чем бы заняться?
Что на
Чего
этот раз?
попросишь?
Бою готов?
Да, ваш свет. Хорошо.
Требуется моя помощь?
В чем проблема?
Да.
Я исцелю
Тебе нужна моя
Говори
помощь?
быстрее. Что на этот раз?
Кто еще не видел меня в бою? Оружию!
Да.
Кто еще
Требуется моя помощь. Требуется моя
В
помощь.
чем проблема?
Да.
Ну, если ты настаиваешь.
Что на этот раз? Что прикажешь?
Чего попросишь?
Я исцелю эти земли. Да.
Не так быстро.
Требуется моя помощь.
Чем я могу помочь?
Опять заработал.
Тебе нужна моя помощь.
Говори быстрее.
Тебе нужна моя помощь.
Что на этот раз?
Чем я могу помочь?
Чем могу помочь?
Опять заработал.
Больше не видел меня в бою.
Не
Требуется
так
моя
быстро.
помощь.
Чего попросишь? Не так быстро.
Говори быстрее.
Чего попросишь? Тебе нужна моя помощь. Я могу
Говори
без
быстрее.
промедления. В чем проблема?
Требуется моя помощь.
Да.
Не так быстро.
Повинуюсь.
Требуется моя помощь.
Исследование Deliverance.
В чем проблема? Тебе нужна моя помощь.
Больше не видел меня в бою.
Чего попросишь?
Да.
Не так быстро.
Говори
Чем
быстрее.
я могу помочь?
Недостаточно.
В чем проблема? Чего попросишь?
Да.
Тебе
Требуется моя
нужна
помощь.
моя помощь.
Да.
В чем проблема? Как всегда,
Я
эльфам
исцелю
приходится
этот
всех
землю.
спасать.
Говори
Давно
быстрее.
пора.
Требуется
так
моя помощь.
Да.
Тебе нужна моя
Требуется
помощь.
моя помощь.
Я могу помочь. Как прикажешь.
Да.
Неплохая
Исследование видел меня в бою.
Моя помощь.
тебе нужна.
Говори быстрее. Требуется моя помощь.
Я могу помочь.
Достаточно мало. Говори быстрее.
Всегда эльфам приходится всех спасать.
Ваши войска
Чего
на
попросишь?
этот раз. Требуется моя помощь.
Давно пора.
Больше не видел меня в бою. Больше не видел меня в бою.
Говори
Не так
быстрее.
быстро.
Что
Чего
на этот
попросишь?
раз?
Да.
Тебе нужна моя
Требуется
помощь.
моя помощь.
Чем я могу
На
помочь?
что жалуетесь?
Не так быстро. Чего попросишь? Тебе нужна моя
Я исцелю эти земли.
Чего? Опять за работу?
Угу. Хорошо. Да? Да, ваш свет. Да, ваш свет. Чего? Я опять за работу. Слушаюсь, да? Милорд. Да? Ну я пошел. Да, ваш свет. Чего? Опять за работу. Да? Опять за работу. Я готов. Слушаюсь, милорд. Да, ваш свет. Угу. Чего? Да, ваш свет. Ну я пошел. Опять за работу. Хорошо. Чего? Да? Ну опять за работу. Слушаюсь, милорд. Я готов. Чего? Да, ваш свет. Опять за работу. Угу. Да? Хорошо. Чего? Да, ваш свет. Я готов. Ну я пошел. Да? Сделано. Опять за работу. Да, ваш свет. Чего? Да? Опять за работу. Слушаюсь, милорд. Чего? Я готов. Да, ваш свет. Дело сделано. Опять за работу. Чего? Да? Да, ваш свет. Опять за работу. Чего? Да, ваш свет. Хорошо. Да? Опять за работу. Дело сделано.
Жду приказ. Приказывайте. Так точно.
Да? Да? Опять за работу. Да, ваш свет.
Да, ваше высочество.
Чего? Опять за работу. Я готов. Да? Да, ваш свет. Угу.
Жду указаний.
Недостаточно
Но ваше слово.
Говори быстрее.
Превосходно.
Да. Я готов.
Одно ваше слово.
Требуется моя помощь?
Дело сделано.
Приказывайте.
Да, ваш свет.
Говори
Жду
быстрее.
приказа. Да, ваше высочество.
В атаку! Что на этот раз?
Опять за работу.
Жду указаний.
Требуется моя помощь?
Чего?
Одно ваше слово.
Говори быстрее.
Будет исполнено указаний.
Что на этот раз?
Приказывайте.
Да. Ладно.
Одно ваше слово. Жду приказа.
Да? Хорошо.
Требуется моя помощь?
Да, ваше высочество.
Что на
Чего?
этот раз?
Жду указаний.
Требуется моя помощь?
Недостаточно
Говори
золота.
быстрее.
Да, ваш свет.
Да. Говори быстрее. От славы магии! Жду не дождусь. Что на это?
Приказывайте. Бой.
Жду приказа.
Да, ваше высочество.
Да. Как скажешь. Требуется моя помощь.
Одно ваше слово.
Атакован. Говори быстрее.
Да?
Требуется моя помощь.
Жду указаний.
Чего?
Что на
Слушаюсь,
этот
милорд.
раз?
Приказывайте.
Требуется моя помощь.
Дайте я кого-нибудь зарублю.
Славу
Опять
магии!
за работу.
Да. Что на этот раз?
I talked to Fett and Herman.
And? Did they confess?
They did. I mean, I made them. It's just as we thought. The trail leads to the smelting works.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing's happening?
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported corves leave for the smelting works from here. If silver's going missing, that's where it must be happening. You'll have to go and look around, and talk to the owner, Buresh. I reckon that'll be tricky, though.
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man. I reckon he won't be happy to have someone snooping around his property. But he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the smelting works without the guards bothering you.
Something like your letter of safe conduct. How can I persuade him to give me one?
Like I said, it won't be easy. Nevertheless, I found a way you could gain his trust, at least a little. You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look at his operation.
A nobleman this time, then?
But be careful. Buresh won't be as easily fooled as the simple pitman here. You'll have to dress like a real nobleman. That means no plate armor, or, God forbid, bloody rags. But listen, don't carry a weapon. Buresh has a morbid fear of someone threatening him. That's why he has a bodyguard with him at all times. You must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably, so as not to arouse the slightest suspicion. In short, be charismatic. As charismatic as you can manage.
What should I wear?
Like I said, some decent clothes. I reckon you can imagine what those look like. If you don't have anything of the sort, visit a tailor in town. I'm sure he can sell you something nice. If you're charismatic enough, Buresh is sure to believe your intentions are good. And make sure you wash up before you go. You can't go and see him looking like some dung-soiled peasant.
What else should I know about the smelting works before I go?
In the smelting works, ore from the mines is crushed, ground, and then smelted. They extract silver along with all sorts of other materials from it. Then they give part of the silver to the king for the minting of groschen, and sell off the rest, along with the other materials, to craftsmen.
What should I know about this Buresh before I talk to him?
He's the slyest fox of them all. He comes from somewhere in Moravia, and he moved to Kuttenberg a few years ago. He started to prosper soon after, and not even Sigismund's arrival stopped him. He quickly joined his side. Now he's doing better and better. But whether that means he's involved in something shady, who knows?
I got it. I'm ready to go.
Here. I've written you a letter of introduction to take with you and give to Buresh. I reckon he won't be thrilled. But he won't turn you down. Ask him discreetly, in passing, how many corves he took from our mines on the feast of Saint Petronella. If my guess is correct, it should be 90. It still doesn't prove anything, but at least it'll give us a clue. You could get something out of the workers. One of them is bound to know something. When you're in the smelting works, keep your eyes peeled. I'm sure something is going on there. Good luck, Henry.
Привет, Муравингер. Играл. Так, поговорить с Бурешем. О.
May God give you... Sir.
I'd like to do... Well... Is this you?
Aye.
Thank you, sir.
Кристина письмо написал, где представил меня как пан, с ним будешь поедет меня туда, куда раньше был. Он порог не пустил, он даст мне отворот, коли я не в ближайшем беде явлюсь. Сия грамота дана правителям рудников и дозволяет носителю ее ходить по королевским рудникам в горжанах. Дозволение является до срока и разумеет короткие посещения для изучения нашего ремесла, равно по торговым нуждам. За всякое же нарушение заведенных на руднике порядков либо приличий будет нести законное наказание. Кристиан Писецкий. Письмо Буришу. Уважаемый пан Буриш, ввиду наших добрых отношений осмелюсь просить тебя об одном небольшой услуге. Податель сего письма, некий Индржик Скалецкий, есть старший сын и единственный наследник богатой горняцкой семьи, что решил вложить все свое состояние в повинное дело в дополнение к их серебряным рудникам. Буду крайне признателен, коли допустишь Индржика в своей повинне, дабы он сумел поближе ознакомиться с процессом плавки. Семья его значительным влиянием обладает в Сазаве, и тебе, безусловно, будет полезно с ними знакомство свести. Остаюсь твоим должником, Кристиан Писецкий.
Greetings, Master Buresh. I'm Henry of Scallis.
Nice clothes. You've got good taste.
Thank you, Goodman. Likewise, Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm supposed to give you this letter with his testimonial.
Skalitz, you say? That's where the royal mines are. Am I right?
You are. Unfortunately, the mining has ceased since King Sigismund's attack.
That truly is unfortunate. Christian writes that your family is interested in running a smelter, but I'm not selling any.
I know. I just want to see what it looks like in the smelting works.
Well, if Sir Christian wishes it, I won't deny you the opportunity. With this letter of safe conduct, you'll be able to move around unfettered. The guards will recognize my seal. But I don't want you disturbing the workers with any unnecessary questions. If you want to know anything, ask me.
Can you tell me what happens with the mined ore in the smelting works?
We weigh in the delivered ore and crush it so that it can be sorted for roasting. Roasting mainly separates sulfur from the ore, which is why the place smells like hell itself. Then the roasted material is smelted in the furnace and the slag is separated from the matte. The smelting process is repeated until we're left with pure metal. It's then cast into bars that can be sold. After we've given the royal share to the king, that is.
How many corves of ore do you process here per day?
We don't measure in corves here. I have several ore merchants working for me. They buy ore from various mines. When they deliver it here, we don't measure it by the corf, but weigh by the quintal. We process a large amount here. Up to several thousand quintals a day in total.
How much silver does that make?
That, of course, depends on the quality of the ore we process that day. 20 quintals of ore usually yield about a pound of raw silver. That then yields a hryvnia of pure silver. We can make between 100 and 200 hryvnias of pure silver per day.
Can any silver go missing from here?
That's impossible. Everything is carefully weighed and recorded. Every step is counted and checked. Besides, molten silver is rather hard to steal. Once it's cast into bars, we keep them safe under lock and key.
How many corves were delivered from Horshan, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Why from Horshan, of all places?
I visited the mine there. They told me they'd extracted quite a large amount.
You're lucky. I have an excellent memory. It was a lot indeed. 90 corves.
God be with you, Goodman.
Don't forget, there are limits to my permission. And above all, mind you don't have an accident. Smelters are dangerous places.
Farewell, sir.
What kind of pig was sitting here?
Так. Большой квест, так. Будешь принадлежит, подходит, так одежда, чтобы не делал интересами, допустил мне поглядеть сюда как. Город слухами помнится, что не по чину богатеет, куда быстрее, чем его должность, хотя и немалая. Так, в моем дознании городских рудников мне сановник крестьян Писецкий любезно вспоможение оказал. В общем, я продолжу дознание по вине. Мне нужно все разузнать про выпавку руды в грунте и у местных рабочих узников. Не творится ли там чего подозрительного?
Lord be with you.
Вот корчма.
What's new? Nothing much if you're looking for...
Ну, тогда я не знаю.
Good day.
Так, это болванчик непись. Так, вон. Искры идут. Скорее всего, повиннее там. Ой, я лучше сюда. Или нет?
What does your job actually entail?
You mean smelting? Well, in the skusher we squish the ore brought from the mound and chuck it in the furnace. Then we shovel charcoal until the stone gets proper roasting and leaks all the metal that was hidden inside. We do that over and over in other furnaces till we get pure silver out of the ore.
How do you like working in the smelter?
Aye, can't complain at all, sir. We get a nice pile of chink from the yield, and we dry and warm.
What can you tell me about Master Buresh?
I can't complain about him, sir. He's an honest bloke, and he pays us well. From what I've heard from the other smelters, it's a lot worse elsewhere, like.
Have you noticed anything suspicious around here?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I graft all day. No time for looking around.
Does any silver go missing from here?
Here? In our smelter? That would mean some of our lads are involved, and... well, you get the rope for that. Look, Sonny, I don't want anything to do with this. Have a chat with Shima over there. He's not afraid of anything.
I've noticed its purity is shit.
All the delivered ore is here in one place.
The 1/6.
Nothing suspicious. It looks like it must be pure silver that's going missing. All the delivered ore is here in one place. Nothing suspicious. It looks like it must be pure silver that's going missing. All the delivered ore is here in one place. Nothing suspicious. It looks like it must be pure silver that's going missing. this is how they crush ore in bulk. Corf here, corf there. Now I can see why no one found the large quantity strange. So this is how they crush ore in bulk. Corf here, corf there. Now I can see why no one found the large quantity. Are you the fella they call Shima?
You have no business being here. What do you want?
I'm told you know something about the silver that keeps going missing from the smelters.
Me? I don't know what you were told. Meet me outside in a while. Now you'd better get out of here before the guards see you. Fuck. I have to have a piss. You take over here, lads. I'll be right back.
Так, сколько у меня бой топором? 19.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Well, can you talk now?
Who are you, fella?
Henry of Scallop. Master Buresh sent me.
Master Buresh, you say? And why did he send you? He knows better than anyone. No silver can go missing here, and everything's well guarded.
Actually, I'm here at the behest of Sir Christian. Master Buresh doesn't know about this.
Oh. So it was actually the steward of the mint himself who sent you? The steward of the mint? And why did he send you? Because of a rumour. They say silver keeps going missing from the smelters.
Tell me what you know.
You're being a little hasty. Why should I talk to you about such things? How can I know it's not a trap?
I've been tasked by the nobility, and that's a serious matter. I'm not just anybody. Just the fact that I'm relying on you, a simple smelter, should be an honour to you.
Well, sir, thank you. I'll tell you how it is then. It's Volkmar. He's the head smelter. He's worked with us for years. Recently, he bought stables here in Grund, out of the blue. The entire stables. Where do you think he got the money? It's all very suspicious, because he's the one with the best access to the finished silver bars. If you want to find out where the silver keeps going missing, go to him. I'll bet you he knows a thing or two about it. But be careful, and keep a weapon close. People like him can be vicious.
Thank you. What does your job entail?
Here in the smelter, the extracted ore turns into pure silver right under our hands. Bloody miracle, right? Horse shit. It's an awful, filthy fucking graft for a few miserable groschen. If I could, I'd fuck off somewhere over the hills. But I've a family, and they don't ask me what I really want.
How do you like working in the smelter?
It's a shitty fucking job. My back aches something awful from shoveling heaps of ore back and forth. You're always breathing stive from the furnace, and then you cough your soul out after the shift is over. We'll all be crippled wrecks in a few years. That's how it is.
What can you tell me about Master Buresh?
Listen, all folks like him care about is lining their purses. They don't care if we break our backs because of it. On the other hand, I don't think it's any better anywhere else.
What happens to the silver from the smelting works?
The bars are kept under lock and key in a safe place until a merchant or the blokes from the mint come and get them. Only the owner of the smelter and a handful of select people have access to them, such as the foreman of the works who checks the purity.
you Volkmar?
I'm not.
Horseshit. I know these stables are yours.
You must be the snoop who's sticking his nose in everything.
I beg your pardon?
Well, well, well. Don't think we don't know you've been snooping around. We've had our eyes on you ever since you came to Grund. Fortunately, Master Buresh warned me about you in time. Your investigation ends. Right here and now.
You shouldn't have stuck your nose in here, pal. Grund is ours.
Take him down!
Real brave when you're 3-on-1, eh? You wouldn't be so brave alone, would you? You'd shit your brains.
Oh, shit on you. I could take you on blindfold. Get out of here. He's mine. I'll tear you a new arsehole, you fucker! Hey! Ah! Ah!
Now, spill the beans. You're responsible for stealing the king's silver?
Not me.
Так, стоп, может быть... А другую реплику... Да можно и троих покрошить.
Are you Volk? You must be...
I beg your pardon.
Well, for... Your you take...
Have you gone insane? You want to attack a nobleman? I suppose you have no idea who's behind me. You won't avoid punishment.
You're really a nobleman? But that's... Oi! Where are you cowards running to? I'll tear you a new arsehole, you fucker! Show your stuff!
For glory and carnage, die!
Ничего не меняется в итоге. А если всех покрошить? А, они также убегут. Это одно и то же. Короче, этот в любом случае нападает. Нет вариантов, чтобы мирно, чтобы разошлись.
Now, spill. Not me. It's Buresh. If I didn't play along with him, I'd lose my job. All my life. It's true. As Volkmar is my name, I swear on everything that's holy.
Take it from the beginning.
As head smelter, I test the quality of the silver that's been smelted every day. I have unrestricted access to it. One day, Buresh came to me and said he had an offer for me. He said if I accepted, he'd make me rich. He gave me his man to assist me. I'd take some of the king's silver bars and add them to Buresh's yield. The books were cooked, so no one found out anything. Everything was going well, and Buresh was happy. A few weeks later, he sent me to the mines. I was supposed to make a deal with the new foreman, Fett, and pay him off. In the end, I had to force him to cooperate, just like Buresh forced me. Oh, with threats.
Why didn't Buresh take the silver himself? Why did he need you?
The Mint Master's men watch over the transport of the king's silver. They take turns. Buresh had it all figured out.
Aren't you ashamed to steal from the king?
Which king did I steal from exactly? Wenceslas or Sigismund? I didn't care, man. I earned some nice chink, and that was that for me.
Moving on, where does the unreported silver go?
There are mined-out shafts near Old Kutna, where nobody ever goes. Buresh has a secret mint in one of them.
They counterfeit coins in there?
I suppose so. But what they actually do there, I've no idea. I've never been there. Budesh only told me about the mint a while ago. He wanted to send me there for some reason, so he drew me a map.
Did Buresh ever mention that Mint Master Vavak was involved in it?
Not in front of me. Maybe his guard, Little Neri, knew something. But you won't be able to ask him anything anymore.
Give me the map.
Yeah, if you take the road to Old Kutna, you'll reach the place where the abandoned shafts are. The entrance to the mint is somewhere around there. Look here. Can I ask you a question? Why are you doing this anyway?
I'm convinced Mint Master Vavak is somehow involved in the whole affair. I'm looking for proof.
No, I can't help you there. I never heard Budesh say nothing about Vavak. Well, now you have the map, and since I told you everything, will you let me go? Please? I know I wanted to, you know, but I was just scared is all. Please let me go, please. Stables be damned, just let me go.
All right, you can go.
Thank you. I'll never forget this. I'll go to Kuttenberg and get fixed up there somehow. And if we meet again, I'll make it up to you. I swear, you're a good, merciful man. God be with you.
Тайный монетный двор. Ключ к разгадке всей этой аферы. Стоит его разыскать и там пошарить. Где моя лошадь?
Go.
Охранная грамота от бури. Шоссе грамота дана законным владельцам рекам и земель и дозволяет носителю ее ходить по грунтским плавильням. Дозволение дается до срока и разумеет краткие посещения по личным либо деловым нуждам и не дает права не оставаться в рековых плавильнях паче отведенного срока ни ремесло плавильное изучать. За всякое же нарушение установленных порядков либо приличий будет несен законное наказание. Буриш из Кораковицы. Так, 3 елки. Северо-западнее от 3 елок, да? Блин. Где эти 3 елки-то? Вот это ж нет. Хрен знает. Ладно, пробегусь, там видно будет. Или все-таки, блин, а че бегать вслепую? Ох. Так, дорожная развилка. Но это вот она, то она вне зоны. Ну вообще вот здесь, скорее всего, вход. Но, блин, он закрыт. Тут ничего не сделаешь. Ладно, там дальше дома можно будет спросить, если кто-то живой. Ой, ладно. Вот, частная территория пошла. Частная территория — это признак того, что я на правильном месте. О.
Come on now! You've no business here! Out! That's it. Go now.
Блин, вот что можно понять по этим каракулям, а? Тайному монетному двору. Последняя дорога, последняя развилка. Ой. А, вот оно вроде, да?
I'm all yours!
In God's name!
Говно какое-то, блядь. Не хочу я стелсить, прям пойду на пролом. Может, с их трупов будут какие-то... Ну, сами напали, как бы, проблема.
Well. Look who's here. I knew from the start you didn't come to the works for nothing. But I underestimated you, an embarrassing mistake. I reckoned you wouldn't find anything, and even if you did, little Neri was supposed to get rid of you.
It turned out the other way round.
Congratulations. His wife and children will surely be beside themselves with joy. What to do with you now, snooper? We could come to a reasonable agreement, or underground, no one will hear you scream.
Are you trying to offer me something?
If you're reasonable, I'd be willing to pay a tidy sum for your silence.
I need evidence that Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus is involved in this whole affair.
The Mint Master? That's not true. Wouldn't you rather discuss the price of your silence?
You can't buy me, Buresh.
That's the wrong answer.
For an ass kicking, you piece of shit!
Ой, это после... Блин, не тот сейф, походу. Да зачем их убивать, в принципе? Они пешки. Я так порокнул. Блин, шнапсы закончились.
Well. I knew, but I recked little turn what wicked underground.
I need evidence.
The Mint Master? Wouldn't you?
How much will you pay me?
Well, what's the price for your silence? Are you out of your mind? I couldn't give you that much even if I wanted to. You're skinning me here. But all right then. Now, turn around. Step back into God's light. And don't tell a living soul what you saw and what you found out. Are we clear?
But I still need that evidence against Vavak.
What are you talking about? I just paid you to keep your mouth shut and forget about everything. Once more then, are we clear?
I'm not going anywhere.
What a fucker you are!
You can't leave here alive! Finish him!
By God's will, die!
You won't get me!
Come on then!
Bad luck! Ah! I'm just getting warmed up, you shit! Ah!
Show what you're made of!
Have you had enough, Buret?
Mercy! For Christ's sake, mercy!
Underground, no one will hear you scream.
No, please! I'll give you anything you want. Just let me live.
You know very well what I want from you.
I gave you coin to keep quiet.
I'll take it as a down payment for prolonging your life. Now talk.
All right. The whole thing was Ulrich's idea. As soon as he became Sigismund's mintmaster, he got cocky and began to abuse his power. He grabbed anything he could get his hands on, took away mining rights from anyone who opposed him. Anyone who wanted to keep his station had to pay him a hefty fee. But that still wasn't enough for him. So he came to me one day with the idea that some of the royal silver might not reach the king at all.
Why did he come to you?
The citizens of Kuttenberg didn't like some blow-in turning up to replace Peter of Pisek, and they were even less happy when he started giving them trouble. He'd have a job finding any allies among them. I'm a stranger here too. I've never had it easy here either. Think what you will, but I like Vavag better than all them Rutards, Piseks, and the other stuck-up mine-owning lords.
So you agreed to help him?
Did I have any other choice? He'd destroy me and find someone else to run the smelting works. I hate to say it, but he knew who to come to.
Wasn't he afraid of Sigismund?
Sigismund came here for the silver. He doesn't care how it gets to him, as long as it does. He trusts the mintmaster he installed, and he's got no way of knowing something's going missing along the way. Unless someone tells him.
What was his plan?
Surprisingly simple. Bribe anyone who kept records of mining and processing to cook the books. And to keep the mintmaster free of suspicion, he put me in charge of this whole operation. For a tidy pile of coin, of course. In the end, it wasn't even that hard. No one had the slightest problem with earning something on the side of the king's expense. And when somebody got cold feet, we took care of him.
What are you doing with the stolen silver?
Stolen? Such an ugly word. I prefer diverted, undisclosed.
Whatever. What do you do with it?
It's used to mint groschen. Genuine groschen.
Genuine? I don't get it.
It's simple, really. Our coiners work with genuine coin dies. We're producing beautiful, new, and especially clean groschen. No one can tell they're not from the Italian court.
About the evidence?
Yes?
I need some proof in my hands. Something that proves Vavak's involvement in the scheme beyond any doubt.
And I can count on you to make sure my name is never mentioned? After all, I paid you for it.
You have my word. I won't blackmail you.
I'm glad to hear that. Here's the key to the chest. You'll find everything you need there. It's behind that door, in the coiner's room. The key to it is right here on the table. You'd better not talk to the coiners. They're an odd bunch.
Is that all?
Aye. everything.
I'm sure you have something else. Don't tell me you and Vivek didn't exchange letters, for instance.
You must be the devil himself. Here it is. But I'd appreciate it if you kept it to yourself. I'll be on my way. I won't say it was nice to meet you, because that wouldn't be true. I hope we never see each other again.
Likewise.
Так, там что-то он дал после того, как... Сейчас я посмотрю, там что-то я просмотрел.
We never see each other again.
Have something else.
The key to the chest. They're an odd bunch. Everything you need there. It's behind that door, in the coiner's room. The key to it is right here on the table. You'd better not talk to the coiners. They're an odd bunch.
Is that all?
Aye. Everything.
I'm sure you have something else. Don't tell me you and Vivek didn't exchange letters, for instance.
You must be the devil himself. Here it is. But I'd appreciate it if you kept it to yourself. I'll be on my way.
Что-то дал, но... Ничего не было, как будто. Что за хрень? А, вот письмо от Вавака. Почтенный мастер Буриш, в продолжение нашей беседы хочу выразить полное удовольствие тем, что со всеми перебоями на горжанских рудниках покончено. Будем надеяться, что невзгода последних недель уже больше не повторяется. В тебе и твоих людях я по-прежнему полностью уверен. Доходы от нашего небольшого предприятия растут, так что я решил повысить твое чистое жалование. Плата за право пользования привилегиями владельца повинни в грунте останется прежней. Ведь ты ее с чистого жалования платишь, а оно у тебя за последнее время изрядно выросло. Отчасти благодаря моим занятиям вне монетного двора. Сейчас я очень занят, поэтому мы не встретимся в нашем месте в СК в обычное время. Кланяйся от меня нашим дорогим умельцам и проверь, что у них ни в чем нет недостатка. Этим пусть Вольмар занимается. Ольдржих, Вавок из Граца. Гермес Трисмегист. Чеканщики. Блин, с ними тоже поговорить в идеале бы.
Just a couple more.
Честный труженик. Если ты несешь мешок или даже так, то вес тебя дает только наполовину. Еще твоя грузоподъемность на 8. Вьючный мол. Крепкая хватка. Тем проще будет вырубить человека или с тяжка прибить. Физическое превосходство над соперником всегда полезно. Не только в открытом бою. Надо лишь уметь этим пользоваться. А уж ты-то умеешь. Красноречие. При покупке книг предметов, связанных с алхимией, цены для тебя на 10% лучше. Последняя попытка. Так, адепт мистических искусств. Беда многих ученых мужей — это безденежье, и тебе оно не грозит. Торговли тебе равных нет, будто святой Христофор твою руку ведет, а Меркурий слово нашептывает. Так, престиж. Почти что 8, 88%.
What good is that if we can't leave this place?
We'll have a drink, roll some dice. Don't worry. Sooner or later we'll get out of here.
Gilded cage is still a cage.
Aye, but we came here willingly. We should have figured out.
Aye. I don't think they'll let us go, though. We know too much.
Brother, keep your head up. All will be well. Watch what you're doing. Now you've minted it all crooked. Jesus.
I'm here to help you.
What are you doing here?
Get out of here. If the guards catch you, there'll be trouble.
You don't have to worry about the guards. I took care of them.
What about Master Buresh? He was here with them just a while ago.
I talked to Buresh. I reckon he'll be on his way now. Heading somewhere far, far away.
What?
I came to get evidence against Mint Master of Vavak. Where can I find it?
There are some books in that chest over there, but it's locked. And only Master Buresh has the keys.
Leave that to me. I still need the genuine coin die from you. It's another piece of evidence.
Everything we do here is clean. Completely.
Except you're minting using stolen silver.
How are we to know where it comes from? It's none of our business.
We're just pawns. We're not hurting anybody.
Nobody's saying any different. Like I said, I'm here to free you. The guards are dead. You're free to leave.
Hang on. That's...
It's just the books you're after, isn't it? Well, so take them and go.
We won't tell nobody nothing. We never saw you here.
Tell me more about this place.
I don't know if we can.
Look, he made it this far. I reckon he knows more than we do anyway.
Oh, you're probably right. Well, what do you want to know?
How did you end up here?
Through our own stupidity.
We used to work in the mint in the Italian court. Then, one time, we got a bit drunk on the job.
Well, more than a bit.
And the foreman got pissed off and sacked us.
But then, the mint master himself came to us and offered us a job on the side. He said we'd work somewhere else, for him. And so, here we are.
Who's in charge here?
The mint is run by Master Buresh and his people. Especially that big fella. What's his name? Neri?
They're the ones that bring us food and drink. But other than that, the mint master runs this place personally. He visits every week, a friendly bloke. Always asks us if we need anything.
We're well taken care of.
Why are they keeping you here?
Well, it's not that we can't leave exactly.
It's just discouraged. It's pretty dangerous around here, what with the bandits and the like.
Don't you miss the world above? Sunshine, daylight?
Not really. Come to think of it, we've got everything we need down here.
They even brought some wenches here for us once. But I'm not really into that, anyway.
We've got plenty of food and drink, and good drink at that.
And coin. When they let us go, we'll be rolling in it.
Why don't you want to leave?
We're just supposed to stay here.
And we're told not to go far. The mint master would be angry.
I'll take care of Vavak. You have my word. With the evidence I'll bring against him, he'll be finished. When I'm done with him, you'll be the last thing on his mind.
You reckon it's really safe that we could go up top?
I'm sure of it.
So, if he says the guards are gone,
then we could... What do you think?
I don't know. I can't believe it.
Me neither. We're really...
Free! We're free!
Free!
Так, учетная книга тайного монетного двора. Ой, я тут надолго могу быть. Так, стоп. Вот я пошел. Ага, вот. Значит, мне сейчас вот так. По прямой. Я нашел выход. Все, валю отсюда нафиг. Так, ну что, сразу закрывать квест, что ли? Не знаю, в грунту и на Т.
Quick!
Good to see you.
Greetings. I got the evidence against Mint Master Vavak.
Really? Let me see.
Here. His handwritten records of the whole scheme.
There are names, amounts paid, mines, smelting works, yields. I'll be damned. This is perfect, Henry. This could wipe him out for good. Where did you find this?
Vavak had a secret mint where coins were minted from the silver they stole. That's where he kept the books.
He obviously had it all worked out to the last detail. Remarkable. Did you have any trouble getting it?
The owner of the smelting works, Buresh, tried to stop me. Luckily, he was reasonable and we made a deal.
What deal?
I let him go in exchange for him telling me everything.
I understand. He's clever enough to know when he's walking on thin ice. Be it as it may, I'll get in touch with Buresh and have a talk with him. There's one more thing. Was there anyone else in that mint?
There were some coiners being held prisoner.
Jesus Christ! Held prisoner!
Vavak locked them up there to work for him.
My God! He really is an unscrupulous monster. Did you let them out?
I did, but it took some persuading. They were afraid.
Thank God for that. When you talked to them, did you see a coin die anywhere?
They gave it to me quite willingly.
I'm curious. Let me see.
Here.
What the? It's genuine! That means all the groschen minted from the silver stolen by Vavak are absolutely clean! In any case, we uncovered something big, Henry. But I'm afraid no matter what Master Buresh told you at the mint, no one will believe us.
Luckily, I've got this. A letter from Vavak to Master Buresh. He actually gave it to me willingly, for letting him go.
This really is the last piece of the mosaic. But be that as it may, we know enough. I've been thinking it all over while you were gone. The scheme Master Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus has been running under our nose is incredibly insolent. But it's also one of the cleverest fraudulent schemes I've ever heard of. With those books in Rittard's hands, Vavak won't remain long in his post, and it's now pretty clear who will replace him. And a side income like that could prove useful to many people, if you take my meaning.
Who do you mean?
Maybe, for instance, you? Everything would stay the same. Entering false figures in the books, processing the ore in the works, a secret mint, only there would be a change in management. I'll have to find replacements for Fett and Hammond in the mines. But that shouldn't be difficult. A miner jumps at coin like a dog at a bone.
What happened to Herman and Fett?
Not long after you left, Herman disappeared. They saw him on the road to Grunt, and they found Fett on the spoil tip with a broken neck.
You think it's related?
Who knows? Maybe Herman told someone you were snooping around and that Fett talked. Things like that can get you killed.
Shit.
They're both gone, and now I have to deal with it. I'll have to arrange a deal with Master Buresh. But knowing him, he won't be opposed to a reasonable agreement. And I'll take care of the coiners myself. Nothing really changes for you. You can blackmail Vavak all you want, but keep your tongue tied about the whole scheme. I've got a little something here for you, as a bonus, to add to what Master Buresh already gave you. And I'll give you something extra for the genuine coin die. All you have to do is nod.
Doesn't that mean you'll be stealing from Ruthard?
Do me a favor. Ruthard will want to be in on it.
How can you be so sure?
If there's one thing I've learnt about silver, it's that it's got one special property. It never stinks. It surely doesn't smell bad to you either, eh?
I just want to save my lord, Hans Capon. That's why I'm doing this.
I'm not interested in your motives, Henry. I don't know what you and Ruthard agreed on. That's between you and him. You've heard my offer.
I'm no thief.
This isn't theft, Henry. It's business. A mutually beneficial arrangement that will also help the Lord's efforts to stand up to Sigismund. You understand that, right?
All right. I'll keep my mouth shut.
Excellent. You won't regret it, but don't forget. You can blackmail Vivart with the evidence all you want, but leave the Path of Silver to me. Here's your secret records and copies of the books from the mines and the smelting works for comparison.
Thank you.
No, thank you. It was a pleasure working with you, Henry. I wish you the best of luck. Maybe we'll see each other again. And give my regards to Sir Kunzling. It'll be a great weight off his chest.
Так, ладно, ребят, всем спасибо за просмотр. Если стрим понравился, подписывайтесь, поддерживайте донатом. До следующего стрима. Всем пока.